And the hobby tree is live. It's not quite as impressive as Times Square or Nathan Phillips or whatever, but we take what we can get. And honestly, you can see that this tree is a little special. It's not just an ordinary tree. It is a hobby tree full of things that you would normally buy for the hobby. And as the month goes on by, this will get diminished in quantity, but we will keep and constantly fill this back up because all of this is still in stock. And I spy something with my little eyes. What is that? What's that? Is that what I think it is? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, that's the 132nd F-16 that a 14, no, he was 16. He's 16. A 16-year-old customer gave to us. Not, well, it is technically speaking a donation, but he just hated the paint job on this kit and his build that he gave it to us sort of maybe 60, 70% completed, and said we can do whatever we want with it. And so you know what? We will oblige this time. We've had it in our cabinet for over a year, so and we needed to move it for the Millennium Falcon that arrived. So yeah, we figured we'll make it look like it crash landed at the top of the canopy as the tree topper. So we removed the nose cone, so exposing the radar, which is not yet painted. So again, about 60% done. Anyway, I just thought I should show you that. But you're asking, what's the point of all this? Well, first of all, I thought the hobby tree was cool. Secondly, we are going to be making an ornament for the tree. I actually volunteered to make the tree topper for the tree, but we had a better idea for the F-16, so we stuck with that instead. So today we'll be making an ornament which can maybe double as a little vignette for the display case as well. But for the month of December, once we finish it, it will be mostly an ornament. And by the end of the video, we will be hanging it on said tree. This will be the ornament itself, the Red Gobbo. Now this is not this year's commemorative, Gobbo for Christmas. Typically they have one every single year. This year's was the Tin Boy or Tin Man. But I figured, it's Christmas themed, might as well. But in addition to that, we will be making some sort of mini vignette just for it. So a snowy kind of area. So what I figured is I'll use this, by the way, the high density construction foam by AK and 8096. I'm just gonna cut out a piece here, maybe a square relative to the base size. And of course, the snow will be Vallejo for most of it. And for the thicker parts, maybe I'll use Valhalla Blizzard by Citadel. So we have those things. And I'm super excited because I want to hang this thing so bad. I don't know about you. Just so cute. It's so cute. In fact, the back of the box kind of encourages it with the box art, implying that, yeah, they should probably be ornaments. So about this big or so. Yeah. Now the reason why I'm using Vallejo's 8011 Snow is because it looks more like wet snow when it dries. And looking at the base of the Gobbo, look at it. It looks like wet snow. Even in the box art, it looks like wet snow. The sculpt of it anyway, right? Look at that. So yeah, I just thought it matches. So the miniature is done. Very cute. So what I'm going to do now is going to be prime this thing black. And then the baseboard, I will prime it white. But not just any white. I will be priming it with foam safe Game Master primer, the Snow and Tundra one specifically, because foam melts. Foam melts because of aerosols within the can, not the paints themselves. So here's a little test, baby, and as you can see, if not for the fact that this is high density foam, if it is normal styrofoam that people use on their boxes to pack things, this would have melted. just straight up melted. The fact that it's only melted a little bit is telling of its strength, but it's still melted. So yeah, please, if you're a cosplayer or making diorama, please make sure it says something like this on your sprays. Whoops, forgot to secure it. This is the difference. On the left, foam safe, and on the right, just your average Vallejo white spray primer. Yeah. So yeah, please use foam safe everything if you're using foam. All right, both are built and primed. Now you might be asking yourself, what's with the, it looks like a ridge or whatever. That's where I would pile up the snow. So that's where the snow would be thickest. It just helps me pile it up instead of using a lot more of the terrain paint. But there's a gap here because visually that's where the gobbo would be walking through. And I made it so it's roughly the same height as the base. So it'll be like right here. So majority of the snow would be right here where he hasn't walked through yet, right? And that's his path. So I'll try to make it like that. So here's the plan. I'll be applying Valhalla Blizzard along most of the ridge here. And I'm applying it now before painting the gobbo because terrain paints take a long time to dry. Grab a brush that no one cares about. I'm pretty sure this is discontinued because it will damage your brush once you start using it for terrain paints. So that's why you grab an old brush. And honestly, just swirl it around a little bit in there. Just grab and just apply. See, it's already kind of sort of piling on. Okay, now we're cooking. And I think to change it up, we're just gonna apply the AK Terrain Snow on the inside because it looks like a pileup already. There's no point in applying more on top directly, maybe just where the ridge would be on the inside. And I'm going to put it more on the inside because it's going to match the miniature's base, which again looks like wet snow. It looks like really thick paste. Look at that. It's just a dollop. Yeah, there we go. It smells like Elmer's glue, to be honest, or something close to it. So I'm using the tip of the bristles, just lightly scrubbing near the middle to make it look more like a worn, slightly more worn path. There we go, nice. While the snow is drying, I'm going to be dry brushing and just honestly generally painting this mini. So I already spoiled it. I'm going to be dry brushing it, which is the slap chop technique. So it's prime black, and what I'm going to do is apply a very somewhat thick coat of Ranger Cloak or any gray. So I'm going to put it where the sun would hit, and then once that's dry, I'm going to hit it with a very light dry brush of Ionic white or any white, truly where the apexes is of where the sun would hit, you know, like maybe the tops of the heads or the hats, right? Very top of the smoke plume. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm using Vallejo's XL dry brush. and using that dry brush, applying it all over. And pro tip, the round ones, circular ones, are a bit more uniform, whereas the flatter ones, you can get a bit more of randomness. But I like the uniformity, right? Though if you're working with primarily, I would say, terrain, I think I would stick with the flat because there isn't a lot of uniformity in nature. You'd be surprised. There's a lot of random things that can occur in nature. Now that the process is done, we hit them with the colors. Wow. I'm going to be painting it according to the box art as best as I can, meaning the squig itself, which is the monster, gets, I can't pronounce that, Magmadroth flame. I can't pronounce that. Magmadroth flame. Say that 5 times fast. Magmadroth flame. Magmadroth flame. Anyway, his jacket gets flesh tears red. His skin gets orc flesh, fittingly so. He's an orc. And yeah, I'll be using Citadel's synthetic base brush large for the massive surfaces and the base itself. And for more precise detailing, I'm going to be using Army Painter's character brush, an excellent precise brush. Next up is Flesh Tears Red on the jacket. There we go, see? There we go, nice, nice. Using a little bit of carmine red, what I've been doing is just highlighting a little bit of what I painted already with the red here. Yeah. A little bit of stippling action. Hit it where it counts. To truly finish off the jacket and the hat, I'm going to be using pure red, just to give it a little bit of an orange reddish hue. It's a little bit flat at the moment, but honestly you can finish the jacket right here if you want. This is not necessary, but I just want to do a little highlight. Why not? Oh yeah, now we're cooking. So we're going to apply orc flesh to the orc's flesh. I'm stupid, I'm sorry. Yeah, I think it's the correct color. Yeah. highlight the skin, we'll be using bright green from Adam. We're almost done. So all I'm going to do here off camera is clean up a bit. I'm going to be applying a horn color, but I haven't decided yet. Same with the teeth. Otherwise, we're basically done and just clean up. And I'm going to be reapplying white where the brim of the hat is, the pom-pom ball right there. Same with the tail. So for the lights and the ornaments, I think I'm going to apply silver backing, like apply a silver color. And then a thinned out, almost translucent blue and yellow to match the Christmas lights on the tree. For the star itself, I might just paint that gold. Who knows? But otherwise, yeah, we're basically there. Almost done. Almost done. I said largely off camera, but you know. Nice. Oh, handshaking. That's not good. Too much caffeine. Cleanup is basically done. I applied a little bit of yellow to the eyes for the eyes, a little bit of blue for the goblin's eyes, cleaned up all the white, including the beard and the collar, though applying a gray wash onto it. But the most important parts are the ornaments, which I've all put silver on top of. And why did I do that? Because we're going to be using clear paints. Now, the best clear paint in the market are made by Tamiya. So we're going to be using clear red for a lot of the ornaments. And clear red is world renowned, the best of the best. Here we go. Just a little bit, just a little bit. And if I like it, I'll apply a bit more. I like it, so I'll apply a lot. It's a good thing, you know, I wasn't peer pressured growing up to do drugs, because I would have said yes very, very easily. It looks so good. I will be using true metallic metal sapphire blue for the final ornament. Ornaments, there's two of them. A little bit of the lighting, and I'll save a couple of the lights for yellow after, any yellow, but this is the more important part. True metallic metal, sapphire blue. And the reason why I grabbed this is with the silver backing, clear red becomes a league of its own. It's quite beautiful. But I think the only way to compete is to use true metallic metal. These are on a league of their own in terms of pure acrylic metallic paints. They're the best, and it's not close. Yeah, look how vibrant that is. Just touching up the white here, but I'm done. And honestly, it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. The only thing left to do is put it up on the tree. Now we're truly done. Yeah. Now I just have to paint this a little bit more white, the edges of it, but otherwise it dried just in time. And it does look like a trail. And from an angle, it looks pretty seamless to me. Wow. I've done it again. It looks so good. Hey, we're back at the tree again. So we're back in Times Square. This is the Mini, right? Back in Nathan Phillips. And we're gonna be putting them up using elastic bands. Just like, that's how it's staying up there, by the way, the F-16. So, yeah, come on. Oh my God. Don't destroy the tree, don't destroy the tree. Yeah, yeah, there we go. Heck yeah. Little squig that could. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, that's it. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and maybe we make more ornaments in the near future, in the coming weeks. But if not, then this is the first and last time you're gonna see the tree. So thank you guys so much for watching. You can see this tree, the hobby tree, in person. Come by at any time. Sunward Hobbies, our website has our exact address and real-time inventory. And yeah, we have sales running throughout all the month. And yeah, check us out. And we're very active on our socials as well. So with that being said, follow us there, check out the site, and till next time, guys. Bye-bye.